Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harris and Gabi whom? What days will hold after Ava and Stefan's ultimate betrayal? Days of Our Lives airs on Friday, February 2nd. Stefan and Ava had sex, wine, and tequila shots, and eventually, sushi. Yes, given that they each have a significant someone in the wings, their make-believe relationship did really become much more real. For these two hesitant drug dealers, what does this act of betrayal mean? Nothing favorable. Because to their decisions and Clyde taking advantage of their weaknesses, Stefan and Ava are both in a desperate situation. He has been forcing them to work for him for months. In addition to managing the bistro, they are also in charge of the tainted pharmaceuticals that are at the center of Salem's present drug problem. Stefan and Ava are gradually making concessions and giving up some things in their lives. Ava broke up with a heartbroken Harris, and Stefan would stop at nothing to protect an imprisoned Gabi. She actually made an attempt to get Tripp to migrate to China with Wendy and leave town. Naturally, that move backfired. The two are obviously utterly miserable, and on Friday they used booze, sushi, romance books, and sex to drown their sorrows. Ava read a novel with explicit language and acts before Stefan buzzed her door. Stefan's presence, however, quickly put an end to Ava's date night as they drank wine by the bottle, complained a lot about their respective situations, and eventually took tequila shots. The topic of Gabi and Harris suddenly turned to their recent steamy talk phone session. The two then started to get hot and heavy throughout her son's apartment. The music to this unplanned incident that, after they sober up, Stefan and Ava would deeply regret? The impassioned text is read aloud by Ava as if it were right out of her romance novel. Whoa! What happens to Stefan and Ava next? What lies ahead for them is a jumble of emotions that start and finish with guilt. The marriage to Stefan is not over. Gabi is incarcerated right now, but she will be released if Days casts Gabi as Camila Banus again. Harris's skill as a Robocop is actually his ability to understand Ava's situation. Therefore, she needs to learn how to improve her poker face. Stefan and Ava need to plan before they can explain because of their tumultuous lifestyles, which they've made even more crazy. How are they going to hide this ultimate act of betrayal from Harris and Gabi? Can they really do that? Stefan has essentially told Gabi everything up to this point regarding her fractured leg. Additionally, Ava and Harris have been gradually returning to a more committed partnership. What does this signify for Ava and Stefan, too? Was this a one-night-only affair? From now on, will it be drug dealing and awkward silences? Because something will have to give at some point. Furthermore, nothing stays a secret for long, particularly in Salem, USA. Tate's SOS, Lucas' move, John's lies, and Julie's story. The February 5th week spoilers for Days of Our Lives are here. Someone will discover Lucas Horton emerging from hiding. Tate Black's letters to Brady Black and Teresa Donovan are compared. That sounds like a covert request for assistance. Julie Williams also shares a tale. John Black lies to Marlena Evans in another instance. DOL teasers for the week of February 5th indicate that Lucas Horton will make yet another significant move. Fans witnessed Lucas call Everett Lynch and Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, to write a piece for The Spectator. Lucas is going to pull off an even riskier maneuver by next week. Lucas will be seen by Kate Roberts Brady when he is not hiding. Tate is at a rehabilitation center in Illinois. For the first month, Brady and Teresa are prohibited from communicating with their kid. A month has to go by the time the week of February 5th arrives. Brady and Teresa are said to have compared the letters they had from Tate. However, why would they compare the letters? Tate might have given contradictory information, but why would he do that? Is this a covert cry for assistance? In the meantime, Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, and Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, express sympathy for their predicaments with Frady. According to rumors for the upcoming week of February 5th, John will lie to Marlena about his evening with Constantine Meliones. In order to discuss his meeting with Constantine, John will also meet with Steve Johnson. Constantine, speaking of him, will share a tale about John's earlier years. Additionally, one should anticipate Johnny DiMera becoming quite anxious about his impending nuptials to Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens. Thomas and Charlotte DiMera listen to Julie tell them a story. Clyde Weston is visited by Chad and Everett. But that might endanger both of their family members. In addition, Paulina Price and James Reynolds' character Abe Carver made love for the first time after his memory loss. Which plot will you be most interested in witnessing during the week of February 5th? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching Peacock Soap Opera to see what happens next. John Black is having a week full of Constantine. It seems that Constantine will have enough time to tell John a story from his past because they are going to spend enough time together. Remarkably, John decides to fabricate a story for Marlena about his night with Constantine, which is a very, very poor choice. Steve is the one who listens to him instead. For what reason doesn't John tell his wife? And what about the pawn, do John and Constantine discuss? It comes as no surprise that Stefan and Ava are overcome with guilt. Their fictitious connection, which caused them to break numerous boundaries while intoxicated and unable to think clearly, may or may not be as false as they believed. But when Ava secretly meets up with Harris, Steve Burton, it becomes a story about two men. Is there a romantic connection you're hoping to make? Or was it just the two of them trying to shield one another from the unpleasant aspects of this drug pandemic in Salem at the same time? Paulina and Abe had a memorable evening together. Naturally, the fact that this is happening for the first time since Abe lost his memory makes it noteworthy. Indeed, this is a very exciting turning point for the two. Later, watch for them to provide Johnny and Chanel with crucial intelligence. Paulina's procedure has been rescheduled. A disgruntled Lucas is aboard Lucas. It appears that he is having difficulty remaining in the rooms above the pub, where Harris had hidden him for his protection. After Kate finds her son after he goes in to hide. Hey! After a long day of putting out fires, John and Marlena drink wine on their couch. They enjoy the silence until Brady comes home grumbling about putting out his own fires. When John goes to get his son a non-alcoholic beer, Brady tells Marlena he wishes he were as good a dad as John is. As Sarah and Xander set their table for dinner with Maggie, Sarah tells him Constantine will be joining them. Xander cedes. In his room, Constantine wonders what the decorative red card means to John and Steve. Maggie comes by, and he questions if he should go to dinner. Maggie suggests he change Xander's mind about him since Xander will be part of Sarah's life, and hers, for a very long time. Constantine wonders if she's implying he'll be part of her life as well. Flustered, Maggie says it's time to go so they aren't late. Ava reads aloud a sexy scene from her book Forbidden Fantasies as Stefan knocks on her door. After intercepting the food delivery guy, he enters with her sushi order. He hopes she ordered enough for two. She glibly asks if he came there for dinner. Nope. He came to drink with her. She notes it seems like he started without her.